right, welcome to our second feature match of the week here, week 3, Aetherdrift League. We got a couple of players with real good records here. We have Zack H, who's at 10-4, versus Nick L, and Nick A is gonna be watching Nick L, who's at 9-5. So pretty nice records here. Hopefully, we get to see some powerful decks at work here. What's Nick got in his hand?
Nick has powerful cards, yeah.
Okay.
Looks like four color deck, red, green, black, blue lands, all in hand. He's got an Engine Rat, a Greenbelt Guardian, a Packed Terra, and then Chandra.
Okay.
Um, and the mana for all of them. So
Okay. I mean, you are an expert on 4+ color decks in this format, I believe.
I think it's very doable in this format to just splash um with the lands, the
Yeah.
dual lands everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Doable, yes, but is it the most consistent way to build? Depends on the pool. Uh, Zach's got a spin out and a momentum breaker here as removal. He opted to not go after the Greenbelt Guardian with his momentum breaker. He's got a Rise from the Wreck, which is a late game card here. He's got Fang Druid Summoner and a Ketrodon, so all Aetherdrift cards here in hand.
Yeah, some powerful removal spells
He's now
there.
going to spin out this Greenbelt.
Yeah, that thing gets pretty big pretty quick.
Yeah, I think if I'm him, I would kind of prefer to like play the Momentum Breaker on his turn and kill it, and then he could save the spin out for something like maybe a bit scarier. But the the Greenbelt Guardian does get scary, so he gets to go search his deck for a creature with no abilities. He could take one of his two Omnivores or his 9/7 here.
Scary Terry, always a great card to play, although not as good when there's a Death Toucher.
Interesting, they didn't take the 9/7, just took the Omnivore, as I like to call it, the gibberish Omnivore.
Yeah, that guy's real ugly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Right,
good.
so
It's good in the set, which is weird. Like if you told me a 2 mana 3/2 vanilla would be a playable card in 2025, I'd be like, mm. But it
yeah,
does
I
it does
wonder
screw
how.
vehicles, so I think
I
that's
wonder how much it's because there's the support for vanilla creatures in the Summoner and the Rise from the Wreck
yeah.
versus just being fine
I
rate.
mean, I play that in draft in decks that don't have either of those cards in them, just as a 2 drop, and it's pretty nice. All right, so he is going to try and start going after this Chandra here. But going up to 6 loyalty right away is pretty good, and no other removal in hand except for Broken Wings that he drew.
Yeah, so a few cards drawn, obviously. Now, so there is a tap land, the Foul Roads,
Mm-hmm.
which can become untapped with this
There you
vehicle.
go. Yep.
Seat of Armor, ram through, and a back on track here.
Okay.
Back on track can't get planeswalkers,
No.
um, but still a good one.
I will say it was a pretty heads up play of Zach and not greedy to just go get the Omnivore because he did not draw the fifth land this turn to play the 9/7. So he was able to kill the rat and have a follow up play. So, I think in a lot of
Yeah, that,
cases, I might have and other players might have just went to go get the 9/7 and be like, yeah, as soon as I draw my next line, I get to slam it. But he went for the play that he knew that he could make, which was he definitely could cast the Omnivore the next turn.
yeah, and Chandra's a planeswalker that I'm never kind of in a rush to kill it, but it does, but because it doesn't make creatures like a lot of planeswalkers do, it doesn't feel as impactful to the board. But if you do just leave it unchecked, it's gonna let Nick continue to just refine his hand here. Get
Yeah,
this card,
I
another
haven't seen
card,
this
draw another
card run
card.
away with games, but I've seen it like be very helpful.
Exactly.
It's kind of like what you want from a planeswalker in limited. It's like something that doesn't just say like, you have to destroy this immediately. But it will give you an advantage over a period of time, obviously. All right, so he's
Yeah.
gonna discard the Ketrodon and bring it back.
Yep, and
And
drew an Elvish Refueler, which the dream with that seat of armor could be to just continuously pump your whole team. Quite
Does he
scary.
does he have the second green? Oh
Yes,
no,
he's
he does
got.
the starving moor makes green. Okay. A thriving moor. I
Yeah.
guess that must be from our bonus sheets here. So he did draw the land here in time to play his Ketradon. He still has Rise from the Wreck and Broken Wings in hand. Broken Wings with no great targets.
Yeah, okay, bauble off the top here. Quite nice to deal with that Omnivore. And ram through very nice as well to deal with the Ketrodon.
Yeah, that might be this might be close to game over here if he's able to kill the Ketradon. Because with Broken Wings and Rise from the Wreck, there's not too much going on in Zack's hand. He can get back creatures, but let's play. Yeah, ram through.
Yeah, removal, removal. And he can get in for a lot of, well, I guess just with the Ketrodon this turn. But next turn is going to be a painful one if he wants to fire up the Seat of Armor.
Yeah, that's gonna be Seat of Armor for 3. That's good enough. Make everything a 5/5. You downgrade your Ketradon, but everything else gets a significant bump.
Heads up here, just to throw away a vehicle as well.
Yeah,
You can
at this
always,
point, you're getting your opponent low
yeah,
enough. Another land here is no good. Rise from the Wreck, you can get back his 2 creatures, but yeah. I'm. He looks pretty dead to the Seat of Armor activation here. Everything just gets 5 power.
yeah. So this is going to be, yeah, everything on 5.
Not too much you can be afraid of for 2 mana
And
from your opponent.
yeah, I don't think there's anything in Aetherdrift itself anyway that would deter Nick from going for this now.
Yeah, there's not too much you
And I
can.
mean, th this is the power of playing multicolors, playing all your bombs. Obviously, when you find the land, it feels so good. You just curve out and you play your rares.
Runover would work, but that would be about it. Like you
Yeah,
could run
Runover would be
over
very
the Seat of
painful
Armor,
actually.
but he does not have it. He has a Broken Wings and the Ketradon that is known, and now he can activate for X equals 3. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna go for it here.
Yeah. He's
Broken
gonna.
Wing's very sad in this game.
Yeah, Broken Wings. You usually find a target you're happy with. Has been my experience. Yeah, so he's just going to be taking quite a lot of damage here. Ketradon does get downgraded, but what can you do? All right. Yeah, so a couple powerful rares there, really taking the day, and we got the 4-color deck over on the other side, and we got the 2-color deck here. Just playing some good honest magic, like 3 Ketradons. He's got the Aganosaur Rex, the 8/8 for 5, and
Ooh, that's a good one.
ancient Imperiosaur from Mom. That's that convoke uh, Ward 2 trample, and it just gets like tons of counters.
Oh
Where
yeah, the one that gets more counters for everything that
yeah,
convokes
two
it.
counters
Yeah,
for each
that's
creature. Yeah, that card is runs away with games for sure.
yeah. So Nick is black, green, and blue base. Looks like the red is just splashing for Chandra.
Okay.
So not 5 color, just 4. Quite reserved.
Ah, you must be disappointed in your friend over there. Yeah, so yeah, not a great hand here. He's gonna have to mulligan. This is also not a good hand, but probably has to keep. What's Nick looking at right now?
Yeah, just 2 forests and some 2 drops, but he's mulled as
Okay.
well. Lumbering World Wagon in this hand now.
Wow. Okay. He's just got all the fixing. Yep.
Yeah, so 2 forests in the swamp, the World Wagon, a run over, and a Ranger's Refueler. And he's gonna bottom her back on track.
That makes sense.
What's Zack got?
Yeah. So yeah, he's got only swamps here, but he does have a wicker folk to try and find him some forests. No forests here. He has to get rid of the swamp. Yeah. So he keeps a risky shortcut on top as a play next turn. He has green cards: Earth Rumbler, Broken Wings, Beast Rider, Vanguard. Um, so he's looking for forests here to be able to play Magic, and he's drawn a Jungle Hollow, so he'll put his green source on layaway for one turn.
Okay, so here comes the World Wagon. Such a good feeling playing this on turn 3.
That's a nice one.
Not going to be able to crew it
Okay.
um,
Zach did pick up a
for
spin
now.
out. He picked up a spin out here, so he can nab something. At least have a play this turn.
Okay, that's great. So, and a Sky Serpent Seeker is the draw, which is Nick's only creature here. So if that's gone, um,
Okay. He
oh, he
opts
goes
for
with the
the
refuel.
refueler.
I mean, that's a creature as well next turn.
I mean, he's under no pressure whatsoever. I think he did that because he can animate the refueler to crew the wagon. That would be the that lets him attack with wagon next turn, where the Sky Seeker Serpent does not. He's going to spin out the wagon here. He's got another Jungle Hollow here, so he does have. I'm surprised he didn't just play his Earth Rumbler here, but I guess he can't really crew it just yet.
So Venom Sack Legak is the draw, and there's 2 runovers.
See, he Broken Wings the Flyer. I kind of want to Broken Wings the Refueler. The Refueler is going to draw more cards over the course of the game. Yeah, he decided. What do you think about the Broken Wings, the Serpent, rather than the Refueler?
It's a tricky one. I think actually that the Sky Serpent Seeker would have been good with runovers on the Earth Rumbler, although obviously Zack doesn't know there's 2 runovers in the hand.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you made the right
Um,
call then.
well, there is another Death Toucher though
He did pick up a
with the Venom Sack
maximum. Yeah, he
Legak.
did pick up a maximum overdrive here, though. Did Zach?
Okay, that goes so well with the Tramplers as well.
Yep.
Okay, so Chandra is the draw here now for Nick. Very nice.
I mean,
Gonna
Nick's
swing
just up
into
so many
the.
cards this game, right? He ramped 3 lands and he's drawn 2 cards extra. So Zach did play the risky shortcut, but his opponent just played other cards that drew cards on their own.
Yeah, it's looking like a really uphill battle for Zack here. Um,
So he's not
Gonna
going
need
to
to
attack.
find some kind of bombs.
He's not going to attack with the Earth Rumbler, even though he does have the maximum overdrive. I think he's probably going to just activate the Beast Rider instead. And Beast Rider will be activated once and once only, I guess. All right, well, better make it good. He's got a grand choice here: forest, or swamp.
Okay, well at least he's not drawing one of those
He
lands.
chose forest, a wise choice. Yeah, he's got this 7/6 here to hold down the fort a little bit, but eventually that's going to get run over when it gets animated. He does have a maximum overdrive, but you said he has 2 runovers, right?
He's got 2 runovers,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they both and they if he uses the Death Toucher, it's just a single green, so he gets even a discount on top of that.
Yeah, he's only got. Oh no, he has 2 green up. Sorry, I thought he had one green up.
Yeah, he's gonna attack. So I believe Earth Rumbler. Oh, it can be animated because the Beast Rider just hit the graveyard. Yes, it can be crewed. He's got a
Yeah,
Mutant
so
Surveyor, which is like, yeah, it's not gonna make a big difference here, unfortunately.
it's gonna be a cold shower for Zack here. I think I'd be feeling quite confident
I mean,
with having the maximum.
yeah, you got maximum overdrive. What could be
Yeah,
bad about that?
and
He's about
yeah,
to
this
get,
this is
yeah.
gonna really hurt.
So Zach is casting maximum overdrive, and then Nick says, "Not so fast." that, yeah, that's a brutal one. Yeah, he says, "Can't not going to come back from that." So congratulations to Nick on the win there, and thanks for watching. We'll see you back for our last match in a little bit.